like food. Dynamite. I think one of the many reasons why I work out so hard is so that I can eat delicious food. And for this episode of Deadly Delicious, we're also gonna be doing like a Tim's Ride reviews. I love American made. I love good food. I love barbecue. I'm in Texas. Like, how do you get all of these things together? Well, that comes into the fantastic question of, one, what are we gonna eat? And then how are we gonna cook it? So what are we gonna eat? It's going to be fantastic. I'm not gonna tell you. We're gonna go in and we're gonna check out the meats, but I'm gonna tell you it's gonna be meats. We're also gonna be cooking it on Franklin's right here in Austin, Texas, on their charcoal. And that is a giveaway. That's foreshadowing. That's the segue into what we're cooking on, which is my new freaking barbecue. And this is where the reviews portion. So Deadly Delicious, that'll be the food. The reviews portion, this is my new charcoal Pits and Spits barbecue. Made here in the USA, out of Houston, Texas. And you wanna talk about fancy? Like, this is handmade here in Houston. You know, you got your charcoal or wood box. I can adjust the height and level. Super heavy duty. I know not a lot right now because I just got it. And as I'm experimenting with it, you're gonna find out in real time, like I will, about how it performs, how the food tastes. We cleaned it, we did like the seasoning of it, and now it's just off to the races. So we're gonna go inside, we're gonna prep the meat. After we prep the meat, I'm gonna get out of my grappling stuff, because that's what I was doing. If you're wondering why I was wearing like white robes, just to be super clear, I was doing jujitsu. Then, once the meats are prepped, throw them on the grill and have some delicious food. So with that, let's go check out our meats. Okay, for a proper test, you can't just use the best meat. I know this sounds counterintuitive, so I have wagyu meat here. And this wagyu ribeye, you could cook that on propane and it's gonna be fine. You're gonna smoke it and it's gonna be fine. You could cook it in cast iron and it's gonna be fine. I can bake it and it's gonna be fine. So to make it challenging, we're going to do a variety of different meats and see as we play with the temperature, as we adjust the heat, not the meat, raising the heat up and down. We're gonna do the wagyu ribeye. We're going to look at this incredible pork belly. Yeah, we're gonna do that bad boy. We're gonna do some chicken thighs, and then we're gonna do some elk sausage. This is all gonna happen. It's all gonna happen at the same time. So I'm gonna cook these out. I'm gonna start getting the steak up to room temperature. I'm gonna put these back in the refrigerator. We don't wanna season too early. We wanna season at the right time. So open up this meat, start getting it going, then we'll go get the fire going. Now, wow, we're gonna cook this whole entire thing, and then we're just gonna carve it and eat it. That's it. Moisture is our enemy. Now, I'm not saying I'm gonna beat Mr. Franklin in barbecue, but I'm gonna give it my best shot. Making it nice and flat so it can burn evenly. So I can just bring the heat to the meat, not the meat to the heat. Temperature rising fast. Check out this perfect charcoal, absolutely perfect. We're ready to throw some meat on here. We'll manage temperature with elevation and air, the two proper ways to manage heat. This is my first go on this thing, so I have no idea how it's gonna go. I'm gonna throw them on around 455. I got brisket chorizo. I have elk sausage. I have some freaking gigantic, thick pork belly that's spicy with like this Cajun rub around the outside of it. I have a red hind backstrap that I may or may not throw on. I'm gonna see how much meat the family's down to eating. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're gonna do one salt and pepper. Another one we're gonna do with, my son calls it black steak, which is the gunpowder seasoning from grill your ass off. And then the other one's just gonna be salt with a little bit of pepper because that goes to the 4-year-old. So 3 different kind of seasonings to go with it. This is the Montana knife combo. They just sent me this when they sent me these knives. It smells great. Don't know how it's gonna go. We're gonna find out. And then we're just gonna use coarse sea salt for this one. That's the flavoring right there. 1, 2, 3. A little bit of oil to make sure everything sticks. All right, daughter, salt only. If she sees 1 speck of black on there, it is too spicy. The son that wants it literally black, which is why he calls it the black steak. Veteran owned company right here. These guys are awesome. Huge supporters of Heroes Jiu-Jitsu. The Independence Fund. There's a part of me that like wants to sneak some coffee onto this, but then my wife would kill me. And last, oh, that does smell good. Bighorn. I'm a big fan of like coarse onions and garlic on the outside. Nice. Ridiculous. I think we're gonna go down even lower. It's 500 degrees. We're now 300 degrees. Make sure got enough air going in there. We also don't want to start a fire on the bottom. The pork belly, we're doing like an experiment. We're gonna cook it in the fat for a little bit. Once we pull the sausages off, that's where I'm gonna put the steaks on. I'm gonna bring the heat up, and then we'll finish them at 500 degrees, right on top of that recently seasoned with jalapeno elk sausage. So good. It's looking awesome. Just making some room here. Maybe too much. Let's go down one. Let's go right there. So I can move the chicken over, move the elk sausage over. We'll pull that here in a second. The queso, our little appetizer, is gonna be done in a few seconds. The pork belly is gonna be done last. It was really cool. Once I added the red meat, I just wanted to like increase temperature. So I went, boop. That was it. It's wild how not just aesthetic, but efficient this whole thing is. I know where like my fat brain just wants to eat the food, but the rad reviews portion of it, I'm just appreciating the intentionality in design. Big, huge wheels, that was another benefit. Good rubber handles that are set off, so the conduction's not really a problem. You got a good insulator if I have to move it while it's hot. Obviously I'm cooking not underneath my pergola or underneath this little canopy thing here. Ooh, do you hear that? That's the red meat fat. Okay, we're short time now. Short time, I can feel it, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Up, up, pouring. Me. Rolo. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh my God, that's a sharp. That was good. Perfect's the word you're looking for. Get charcoal, propane, oak. A lot of different options, a lot of different ways to cook meat. I think convenience is one that's awfully overlooked. Like if it's not easy, you don't have to make things hard. Pits and Spits, with that barbecue, made everything easy. So from being able to light your wood on the inside and then turning off the accelerant so that you just have the wood, being able to adjust the temperature, being able to adjust the airflow, every single thing about it makes it easy for you to cook. You can get as complex as you want with barbecue, or you can do it easy. Kids are gonna be coming home from hockey in a couple of minutes. Had to have food ready for them. I did that in 90 minutes, start to finish, super bougie dinner. Man, it's dynamite. Okay, so rad review portion, the Pits and Spits flat top charcoal barbecue. Amazing, incredible. You don't have to just use charcoal, obviously. You can use wood, you can start the wood, or you can use their cheat system to get the wood going. Dude, I cannot stop eating. It's delicious and easy. I gotta go pull my chicken and that pork belly, but the easiest thing about all of that is being able to manage the temperature so effortlessly. Moving the heat up and down, being able to adjust how much air is getting in there. I'm excited to see how fast it is to clean because they have the ashtray underneath there. These are all wins. I'm gonna go back to eating. Whatever you want me to cook next, let me know. Until that moment, stay safe and stay free.